Agent Romanoff. You miss me?
Oh yeah, Charles, we got ourselves an X-Men fan.
Captain.
Your Highness.
Captain, big fan, Spiderman. Hey everyone.
Hey guys, and welcome to Film Artsy, your #1 source for all things films and movies. And while it looks like Disney is planning on moving forward with Black Panther 2, even though the actor Chadwick Boseman unfortunately and tragically passed away earlier on this year, it looks like there might be some trouble over at Disney and Marvel as to deciding how to handle the passing of the mantle to whoever's going to take on the role in the future. And according to an insider at We Got This Covered, it looks like Marvel might be running into trouble making the decision as to who should take on the mantle of the Black Panther for the follow-up film. And real quick, we wanted to give a huge shout out to our Instagram page. If you guys didn't know, we just passed over 8,000 followers over on Instagram, so we'd really appreciate if you guys headed over to our Instagram, scroll through some of our posts, maybe hit the like button and followed us over there. We do a lot of really interesting content if you love comic books, the MCU, DCEU, whatever it is. If you just like movies, it's a really cool page. We've been working really hard on it, and it would mean the world to us if you went over and checked it out as well. Now, of course, this news actually comes briefly after we saw actress Letitia Wright, who played Shuri in Black Panther and the Avengers movies, kind of get wrapped up in a series of controversial tweets regarding some really hot topic issues right now, like COVID vaccinations, and some even accused Letitia Wright of spreading disinformation online. And there definitely was a big immediate backlash towards Letitia Wright after these tweets went out, and it sounded like from other inside sources that Disney may have had to talk with Letitia Wright about different types of publishing and what responsibilities are expected for someone who is going to take on a massive role in one of their franchises. Letitia Wright did go on to delete the tweets and then later her whole entire Twitter account altogether. However, it looks like now Disney might be reconsidering their decision to potentially give Shuri the role of the Black Panther in the storyline of the follow-up film, possibly out of the potential backlash or stigma that this actress could have surrounding her, or possibly just because of a narrative decision that might involve bringing a different character into the role of Black Panther. Now, the report from We Got This Covered actually looks into the fact that Marvel execs have considered also giving the mantle of Black Panther to the character M'Baku, who did play a pretty important role in the first film and kind of had a very interesting story arc where he was developed into a major ally character of T'Challa's. And it seems like there's even talks that there is the possibility that the two characters might have the co-mantle of Black Panther, which would be really interesting, and it would be a very unique take in doing something like that. However, there is no real question on whether or not Letitia Wright will be involved in the future project. It doesn't look like Marvel or Disney have any intentions of removing her or firing her from any roles, just a matter of deciding whether or not she should be the protagonist and main character who is involved in the MCU for the future to come, or whether or not this might be suited better to someone else. And there's definitely a lot of different elements that Marvel and Disney consider when they're picking different actors to jump onto these roles and sign on for massive amounts of spotlight constantly being shined on them. And they do, in a sense, become representations of the overall brand for Marvel and for Disney. So it makes sense that Marvel is taking its time to make the decision that they feel like will best suit finding a person who can preserve the legacy that Chadwick Boseman had created with the character Black Panther and keep that sense of the character alive for generations to come. It definitely is a very complicated matter, and we've seen Marvel and Disney overreact in the past where they straight up did things that were kind of a knee-jerk reaction that fans really didn't like. For instance, when they fired James Gunn from Guardians of the Galaxy, there was a ton of backlash around that until they finally went back on their decision and rehired him for later. So it seems like Disney might be taking the more cautious route and just weighing out all of their options before necessarily doing something too suddenly. But what do you think about this? Do you think M'Baku would be a great character to take on the mantle of the Black Panther? Let us know what you're thinking in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on for more videos like this, uploaded every single day of the week. That's it for today, though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video.
I'm about to.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Hi.
See you guys.